Hey, it's the Sin City Matte Baker. Hey, I want to show you how to make the Sin City Matte Baker butterfly. I was actually playing around with a little bit of fondant when I came up with this little technique to make a butterfly. From time to time, I have to look through my massive box of cutters to find a special cutter, for a project. And this particular time I couldn't find it, so I had to improvise. And I'm going to show you how to make the Matte Baker butterfly. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see my hands. Make sure you can see okay. Getting used to this camera. This is a new one that I have. Okay, here we go. Haha, much better. Okay, so what we're going to do is take a couple of balls and make sure they're roughly the same size. I'm going to take a third ball that's a little bit smaller than the others, and then I'm going to take just like a little pinch. This is going to be the butterfly's head. So roll this into a little ball, sit it over to the side, make sure it's not all cracked up. Actually, I better sit it here where you can see it. There we go. And I have the third ball, which is the smallest of the three. I'm going to roll it to the width of my finger, the length of my finger, and just sit it to the side. Now you can roll the snakes as thin or as thick as you want. So that's about the size. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to sit this right here next to the head, and then I have my other two pieces. So roll it into a ball first, and then we're going to roll it out into a snake. Now this is going to be a little bit different. I like to put my two middle fingers together. That's the length that we're going for. And as always, you'll notice that I'm not using any shortening. I have very few tools. Matter of fact, I haven't used any tools at all for this particular one. Let's see. Yeah, that's about good enough. Now let's roll our final snake. And you just want them roughly the same size. Yeah, and that looks pretty good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it like a pretzel. You can see that, but it's twisted like a pretzel, and I'm going to just mash the ends on top. I'll lift it up so you can see it. So we're mashing it like that. And do the other side the same way. Mash and mash. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and here's the second side. Now what we're going to do is put the two sides together, just side by side. Right? So when they're facing you, you can pull them apart. But now I'm going to twist them. Now with that third snake, I'm going to take it and wrap it over the two pieces that are joined together. And I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. So this is what it pretty much looks like right now. Just looks like a funky little flower almost. Okay, so we have those joined together, and now we're going to put the little head on the butterfly. I mean, if you want, you can put like a little dot of water. So this is what we have to hold its head in place. But you'll see in just a second you're not going to even need that. So right now this is what it looks like. You have some loops, a little head, and a little body. Okay. So we have that. I better use a little bit of water. Good thing I brought my paintbrush with me. And that should hold it in place. There we go. Okay. Now, I have a flower stamen. I mean, you can get these at any craft store. They're readily available. And what you want to do is you want to just cut it in half. These are going to make the little antenna for the butterfly. And see, when I stick the antenna in, they kind of hold the head in place. So that's why I was saying earlier, you don't really need any glue, because the stamens will hold the head in place. So, I mean, you could stop here if you wanted to, but what I'm going to do is take it a step further. So, the little ends, I'm going to just go ahead and pinch them, and pinch them, and pinch them. And this is the shape you end up with. You end up with a little butterfly. Is that the cutest little thing you've ever seen? See that? Now what you can do is you can actually decorate the little wings. If you like. I actually have an example of one that I decorated. I'll share it with you. I just put a few little pearls in it. And then you can make this as big or as small as you like. Hi little buddy, how are you? Cute on a cupcake or a cake. Again, this is the Sin City Matte Baker Butterfly. I hope if you ever use it, you remember where you got it from. This has been the Sin City Matte Baker from Fabulous Las Vegas, and I hope you'll come back and see my videos again. Have a good one now. Bye-bye.